Guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20, as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. Leading the charge under center will be their 6'5" quarterback, Carson Wentz.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
They'll run it now out of the gun. What a spin. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
On play action, Wentz lead to the tight end, able to slip across the 35. 4 catches, 70.
He's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big.
Room to run past midfield. Wide open receiver complete. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It'll be a gain of 9. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And they'll run it here. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on fourth down here early in the game.
Now, a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. On the defensive side here, the starters for the Texans. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
With their lack of pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. A top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. This is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Wentz going to throw. Flushed out right. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
So typically you'd say nice job defensively to force a decision on 4th down, but they've already gone for it once and converted, so you better make sure your defense stays out on the field and is alert.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Wentz. Well, that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices, is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but It's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. They go play action here on first down. And the tip there altered the second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on throw for it there, nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
3-19. Got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35 yards.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end.
Here we go.
But how about this last play?
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to run with.
Right back. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. They put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first. 7-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going at quarter number 2. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw. Then he's given the completion to Hopkins. And he's got this down to the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it. Well, they're perfectly executed crossing route. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Here we go. 3.
Now back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
He's able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Throwing is Wentz. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 yards there and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The Eagles on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Here's Wentz to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now we'll get our first update of the afternoon for the Meadowlands, and an early advantage in that one for the Giants. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away to his left. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
On the ball.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
We just saw what a lot of teams call a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game. That signifies they want to run the football. Yeah, occasionally they'll play action and throw it, but most of the time, those guys on the field means strength, power, run the ball behind them. And now what a lot of teams are doing is they're taking an extra offensive tackle and putting him in a tight end number to give them even more blocking power. And we just saw it on that play.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. He's going to get it running right. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10.
Now let's go.
This is Brown on the carry. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Face mask. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now.
Hurry up, here we go.
They're going to look to throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. A beautiful spin and room to run. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, and it's the Giants who are out in front. Sterling Shepard, a touchdown reception. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Carolina Panthers. The Panthers looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. In that game, level, as they take on the visiting Indianapolis Colts. In our game, it's been Carson Wentz with a strong first half. His guys have the lead as we get you back over to NRG Stadium in Houston and rejoin Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
First down.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
On play action, they'll throw. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drop it.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Texans draw a bit closer. Bill O'Brien with a call here. We'll go for 2.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that's caught by Smith. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Instead, it's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time, it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 9 yards there, and they get a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Wentz now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Now Wentz, eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. At the 8.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll run. This is Brown. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now it's Brown, and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
Holding
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a play fake. Wentz. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Wentz now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, Wentz. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Flush to his right. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
To throw, it's Wentz. Dancing to his left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Oh, it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. He's going to get it running right. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Wentz. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. In for the score. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Please. Run.
Now Wentz. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Going into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Back to throw here. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hopkins. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. They'll set up to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. But he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. Back to throw. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though, falls incomplete. Open space inside the 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds. A good pickup there, 22. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. It's a sneak. It's Wentz. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And oh, it's blocked. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. So he didn't start this one the way he wanted to, but yeah, he's so elite, been through so many of these battles. Hard to keep him down for an extended period of time.
And to demonstrate just how unusual this start was for him, our guy Marvin handed us some statistics that showed us he doesn't do this very often. What we're seeing now, though, that's what we're used to seeing. He made an adjustment, and boy, it's working really well.
Back to his old form. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Wentz to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Mills.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Wentz looking very much like his pre-injury self. He's got the Eagles on the move with a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
The mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. It is caught inside the 5. And all the way down scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Eagles, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will head home next week to